about Gen Z, but what I do know is that they don't drink a lot of
Clock's up. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, it's 7:30 on this hump day, Wednesday, September 3rd. That means it's time to find out if you like it or not. I'm producer Chris. Thank you so much for joining us, streaming live on Fox Local and right here on Fox 5 DC's YouTube page. Listen, we're going to tackle a lot of age-based topics tonight, all right? So I need as many people of as many different ages in that Lion Zoom room as possible. And we're not just picking on the Zoomers this time. I promise you that. So if you want to stick up for your generation, you want to weigh in, you want to join the conversation, Jim, show them how. That's the graphic right there. This is a streaming show. So as you know, there are a few different ways to join the conversation and to take part in the show. If you're watching our YouTube live stream, for example, leave some comments in the chat. That's one of the easiest ways to do it. We're going to read those a little bit later. If you're watching on our website or Fox Local on your phone and you want to join the Zoom room, I made it really easy for you because I posted a link on my Instagram story. So all you got to do is head over there, Fox 5 producer Chris, you see it right there on the screen. Speaking of Instagram, we also have our broadcast channel. Every night I post a story in there. Actually, every afternoon I post a story in there. That gets the conversation rolling a little bit early. We read those comments on the air as well. And last but not least, and my favorite way, is of course the Lion Zoom room. If you're watching on the Fox Local app, on your connected TV, just make it a two-screen experience. Grab your phone, scan the QR code, and get your hot takes ready. As always, just a reminder, if you are in the Lion Zoom room, hang out for the full half hour, keep your camera on. We'll call on you throughout the evening. Now, in addition to all of my virtual co-hosts, you know I like to have somebody right here with me in studio. I'm still waiting for her to finish up with Like It or Not because she is the producer of the 7 p.m. version of Like It or Not. We're talking about producer Charlotte. She'll be here in just a little bit. But in the meantime, we're going to dive right in tonight. And we're starting off, I should say, with back to school season because pretty much everybody's back at this point. Labor Day has come and gone. Summer's over. Back to school season is here. And like it or not, the homework is going to start piling up. It's going to start piling up real soon. And Kim Kardashian does not like it. Kim K, in a recent appearance on Kai Cenat's live stream, the mother of 4 said she does not believe in homework. She said kids are already in school for 8 hours a day. Afterwards, they have sports, they have other activities, they have friends they want to hang out with, they have family they want to see. She says kids are too busy and homework should be left at school. And she's not the only family member with some hot takes on the education system because in a recent podcast sit-down, sisters Courtney and Chloe both admitted that they are fans of homeschooling. So we posted this one in our broadcast channel. Take a look at some of the comments. DCN, homework is not overrated. Practice makes perfect. Sincere to truth, I feel Kim, but my kids was raised in a different household and they never did real schoolwork or homework. So I got to at least see how the public schools really work. So far, it's been okay. Patridorf, she's overrated. Doesn't even care about the homework, just went right for the jugular when it comes to Kim K. Before I check in with the Lion Zoom room, I got to bring in my guest host, producer Charlotte, joining us live for the first time. Thank you so much for joining us. If you guys don't know, if you've never seen Charlotte before, she does our 7 o'clock hour here. She was kind enough to have me on her show last week. Things got a little weird because we started drinking immediately, and that's what I love about Charlotte. There you are, right there with chugging your Modelo. Don't worry, we got to tap our tips first, and then down it goes. I apologize that I was not able to extend that same courtesy to you when you joined me.
It's
here.
okay. It's okay, Chris.
Like
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
All right. Well, Charlotte, I know you're a mom.
I am.
Do you like it or not, this idea? Kim Kardashian says homework is overrated.
Absolutely not. I do not like it. Homework is not overrated. It's not. The kids need to continue what they started in the classroom during the day, come home, you don't have to get a lot of homework, but they need to do something when they come home. They can't just drop their books, go outside, run around, watch TV, get on their phones.
Now, speaking as a former student, do you think homework is overrated?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
So you were a good student.
That's the time you take to really like dive in and really get to know, like
More
you know,
comprehension of the
yes,
material.
of what you learn from the teacher.
Reinforcement.
Exactly.
Okay. Allison's in the Lion Zoom room tonight. Allison, Kim Kardashian says homework is overrated. She doesn't like it. Kids are too busy. Do you like this take or not?
You know what? Surprisingly, I kind of am with Kim on this. And the reason, just like she stated, you know, kids that have sports and that have chores, like they really don't need to be doing a whole lot of stuff 24 hours a day. Like they have to have a couple hours of wind down time. Like they need something. Just being pressured all day, nonstop school, then your other activities. I think they could do a little, but they don't need to do that much. Like it's just, it can be too much on a child.
Wow.
David's got his dad shirt on. David in the Lion Zoom room tonight. This idea that homework is
David's on my
overrated.
side.
Now, you can like the message and hate the messenger like our broadcast channel person did. He's not a fan of Kim Kardashian, but do you like her take or not?
Alex, do you want to do homework at home or what? He wants to
He
go
wants
to
to
the
the
park.
park.
He wants to go to the park, yes.
So I think there's kind of your answer. Do not like it. Kids need some
Oh my
homework.
God.
Keep in mind that a lot of kids
Okay.
get home from school at like 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock if they're not doing extracurriculars. I think they should be working till at least 5, at their own pace, not at the stress of like the tempo of
Exactly.
the school day, but reconsider what you've learned in the day, do some
agree.
practice. Practice does make perfect. I agree with that. So I'm in favor of the homework. I don't think Kim Kardashian's got it all right.
Exactly.
I agree with the idea of not just like coming home and forgetting everything from the day. But I think we have kind of heard those horror stories of like teachers that aren't coordinating. So every teacher's giving an hour plus of homework.
Okay, I
and
get
if you
that
have 5
part.
different teachers, that's, it can become overwhelming. And I
yeah.
do think you do need to accommodate
it.
some time for other things going on in your life. All right, so we started with back to school season. Now, speaking of kids today, let's talk about this concept of dream jobs in a digital world, because there was a new survey and I want you to take a look at the results.
Okay.
And I know it's a little difficult for me to judge in any way, shape, or form, but almost 33% of kids between the age of 12 and 15, so we're talking about Gen Alpha here, that's the generation after Gen Z. They said in a recent poll, the number one dream job, YouTuber, 32%. You see it right there. Coming in second place, about 20%. TikTok creator, so kind of similar. Another 20%, luckily, said doctor or nurse, so we can rest assured that at least that profession has a future. About the same wannabe app or video game developers, 16% say an artist, 15% say a streamer, a pro athlete, a musician, and finally, last but not least, a teacher.
Wow.
So Charlotte, do you like this list? Do you like the idea of kids wanting to grow up and be a YouTube personality?
Absolutely not. I was team homework, so of course I'm not gonna like
I
this.
didn't think so. I didn't think so. And again, it's hard for me to. I am right now live on YouTube. So I grew up
And TikTok.
to be live on YouTube and TikTok. So I'm doing both at the same time. So I understand why they might. It would be the same as us watching TV and saying we want to grow up and be on TV, I guess. But a lot more people can make a lot more money on YouTube than they ever could on TV.
Which is true, but I'm still like aspire to be more than just a YouTuber. I would say.
I think it can be a side gig.
Yeah, like see, there's a lot of nurses and doctors that are online on YouTube. They're on TikTok, so you can still go to school and like do something. Although college is not the only route to go, and we're probably gonna stray away from that, as years
As time
come.
go by.
But I just feel like you just shouldn't dream and say, "Oh, I'm going to be a YouTuber." That doesn't really sound aspirational to me,
Yeah,
honestly.
especially like what type of YouTuber are you going to be? Allison, do you like this list? Do you think Gen Alpha needs to reach a little higher, like Charlotte says?
Oh yeah, I think that's a very sad list. And what this is that some of these young people, they look at the glamour of it all. Like you see your favorite YouTuber, that's what you're looking at all the time. So you're like, oh, that's what I want to do. But what they're not thinking about, for one, you can go viral today and be blacklisted tomorrow. Like nobody will ever know about you or remember about you. Kids need to know about longevity. You're going to need a job. I always tell my kids, work in the healthcare industry. I've been doing it for 25 years. Someone will always need you. Don't just get something you think is cool for the moment.
Gen Alpha, got to reach a little higher. Chad, do you like this list or not?
First of all, I want to say homework sucks and beer rules.
That's right.
I agree with one of that.
Wise words from Chad.
I grew up wanting to be a bodybuilding rock star.
Okay, that was going to be my next question.
Full-time trainer and part-time musician, so it kind of worked out.
So,
I'm good.
So he likes this list.
So yeah. Actually, let's go back to Allison. Allison, what did you want to be when you grew up?
You know what? I wanted to be a singer and an actress, and believe it or not, I went to Atlanta and I did that, and my whole life turned into hell on earth. It was horrible, because if you don't have proper representation and you don't know all the negative things about it. These things that you see on TV, it's not just all glamour and glitz. You get taken advantage of. It's like it's not real. Like it's not real like people think it is. It's really not.
Allison, we learn a little bit more about you every time we talk to you. And I'm sorry that it didn't go the way that you wanted to, but we're going to talk offline because I need to know.
It was God's plan. God's plan.
I want to know more about that, though. All right, speaking of the digital era, hashtags. Hashtags used to be a quintessential part of the social media experience, as you probably know if you've ever been on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, any of those things. But now the CEO of Instagram says that it's no longer helpful. It is gone. It is done. It is going the way of the dodo. Adam Mosseri recently told users that the tool no longer drives reach or growth, which means adding them to your post won't help you get discovered or attract new followers. Instead, the algorithm will push the content to the users it decides. So it's all about the algorithm now. So Charlotte, getting rid of the hashtag. I mean, I remember when people used to like speak in hashtags.
Oh my God, yes. Hashtag I like you. Hashtag you. Listen.
So will you miss it?
I'm gonna miss the hashtags. I was hashtag everything.
Yeah.
Tagging everything I could possibly can.
Absolutely. And I mean, FYP is still going to always be a thing as long as TikTok exists, right? That's got to be the hashtag that's your go-to, Chad, right?
Your For You page.
I think I've aged out of knowing what to do. I can't get into any algorithm as hard as I try with all my music on TikTok, on Instagram. I try to hashtag. I stop hashtagging. I don't know what to do anymore.
Oh, wow.
I'm besides myself.
All right, well, David is doing two things at the same time right now. He has got a digital presence because he's live in our Lion Zoom room, but right now he is also literally touching grass outside in nature. But this idea of the hashtag going away, is it going to go back? Are people going to start calling it the pound sign again, like when we actually had phones?
Yeah, Chris, well, you can see Alex won here. We're going to the park.
Going to the park. Good kid.
Oh.
But hey, I'm just getting used to saying hashtag this and that. I'm like way behind the times, and now the times are changing already. I'm an old fuddy-duddy getting left behind, I think.
You know what I love? You know what I love about this, though? This is further proof that no matter where you are and what you're doing, you can take this show with you. So you can be out at the park and you can still be in the Lion Zoom room and join our show tonight. So let's go from the hashtag to laughing out loud. LOL. Because once again, Gen Z, and I promised I wasn't just going to pick on Gen Z, but there was going to be a part of the night where I did. They're coming for us millennials. This time it's over our use of LOL in text messages. Millennials argue that in addition to using it to showcase humor, it can also help soften the delivery of a text to ensure they don't sound rude. Zoomers argue that LOL is overused in text messages and it doesn't even make sense most of the time that we're using it. Some have even compared it to the stop that they used to use in old-timey telegrams, like, this is a message, stop. So Charlotte, do you use LOL in text?
You know what?
And are you going to miss it?
I'm about to text an LOL right now to someone. Every message.
If you went through my phone.
I use LOL a lot.
Embarrassingly, the amount that I use it is exactly. I am so guilty of this.
I am too.
Now let me ask you this: if you are texting someone of a different generation, do you kind of modify your texts to kind of? No,
not at all. I have a 24-year younger sister, and I have an 18-year-old. So no, I don't. I text how I text.
You text how you
text? They judge me.
Okay, that was what I was going to say. I'm going to name names here if she's watching in our TikTok feed because I've seen her pop up there before. But Annie Mae, 100%. I will change the way I text when I text her.
Wow,
because
really?
The way she uses emojis, the way she responds to things, I mean, it is completely different. It's probably the only Gen Z person that I text on any sort of semi-regular basis. So Freddie, I'm going to bring you in. Freddie, this idea of LOL in text messages, do you use that, and do you like that it's going away or not?
I'm gonna say hello, Charlotte. Nice to meet you on the mic. And also another thing I want to say about LOL, I agree with Charlotte on this one. I agree. And plus, I am a Gen Z person. I like to text people, friends with LOL if I want to. But when it comes to like a business person, that's kind of hard to ask. I can't say LOL like that. I got to be professional for them. So that's why if I have some friends already. If I wanted to say LOL, I can just do what I want with LOL if I'm making a joke or whatever.
I'm sure we both, when we write an email,
I was
going
to say emails, that's a different
but
ballgame.
for some reason in
But when I'm texting,
see you later, LOL. Like what's
I even
Allison,
call my managers LOL. It's
Allison, I'm not calling anybody out here, but as a non-millennial, do you still use LOL or did you ever?
Oh yes, I have to because I'm a very sarcastic person.
Oh,
so sometimes people might not know if I'm serious or I'm playing. So LOL is like a partner for me. I need it.
She uses it to soften the blow, I guess.
I wish you guys could see what's happening right now. I'm actually going to grab my phone and show TikTok. Right. So Charlotte, it took a little peer pressure to get Charlotte to join me live today. So right now she's got a little bit of a fan club cheering her on. Back
so
there.
sweet. You guys are so silly.
She's not done yet. Don't worry. We still got like 10 minutes or so to go. But coming up next, keep the comments coming in the meantime, by the way. Keep them coming both on TikTok and on YouTube. We're going to read them in just a couple minutes. First, though, coming up next, we're talking about friendship tests, workouts, and more. Stay with us. Charlotte's sticking around. I hope you do too.
Five, four, three, two.
All right, welcome back to Do You Like It or Not on this Hump Day Wednesday. I'm producer Chris. Thank you so much for joining us. Producer Charlotte's here as well. We'll get back to some of our stories in a second, but I promised that we would check those YouTube comments, and they are coming in. So I'm going to look and see what we've got here. Daryl says audio. I mean, I can see it coming, so hopefully you guys can hear me. West Virginia Ben, homework is not overrated. This generation is getting too soft. Wait till you experience the real world. Although, if my job did this, I'd expect to be paid. Daryl, got to keep the mind working. Yes, correct. And that means you can hear us now, I'm hoping. West Virginia Ben, if you want to be a YouTuber, you have to have something of substance to offer, which requires knowledge of other things, which may require more work than they would want to put in. Keisha says, hi, Laura, can someone tell Chad not to use hashtags anymore because he puts them on our posts and makes me feel like a boomer? Chad, you heard it from Laura. Stop using hashtags. West Virginia Ben. I mean, if they had YouTube when I was 8, I probably could have done toy reviews like Tom Hanks in Big. Yeah, and you'd probably make a lot of money, to be honest with you, because toy reviews, unboxing videos, gold mine.
That's true.
Laura, I told my mom to put LOL to soften a text, and she was like, WTF. I almost said what WTF stands for out loud, so you almost got me there, Laura. All right, I think she agrees with Gen Z. LOL. LOL is not new. If something is funny, use it. If not, don't. This whole conversation seems like Gen Z trying to be different just for different sake. Arthur says, hey, Brent Dixon, I think homework should be 1 hour before dinner for kids. I like that rule, Brent. We miss you in the Zoom room, by the way. And Arthur, finally, hey, did you know, Chris, that God will end all wars? Psalm 46:9. I didn't, but thank you for letting me know. All right. Listen, I said, if you put it in the Zoom room, if you YouTube comment, I'll read it. Just keep it clean. That's all I ask. All right.
Clean.
Let's dive back in, and we're talking about friendship tests now. This one hits close to home. The Atlantic recently profiled this phenomenon, especially when it comes to sharing movies or music that you like. That's what we're talking about here. Have you ever liked a movie and you want one of your friends to like it too? So you show it to them and then you watch their reaction the entire time, hoping they're going to like it. A psychologist tells the site that if something really matters to you, there's a vulnerability in sharing it with someone else. They say as a result, when we share a favorite book, movie, or album, we're basically saying this is an aspect of my identity. And if you reject it, you are rejecting me.
Okay.
But while our friends often like what we like, we usually end up wanting our friends to be even more similar to us than they actually are. So Charlotte, have you ever had that sort of experience where you've like recommended a book, a movie, or music to a friend and you really want them to like it and it stresses you out a little bit?
I go through this a lot with my partner because we like completely different types of shows, and I'm watching the show right now on Netflix, and I'm just like, oh, you have to watch this, you have to watch it, and he's just not showing any interest, and I'm just like,
do you want to name what the show is?
It's called Forever.
Forever.
It's on Netflix.
I know exactly which one it is, and it got great reviews. It's based on like a Judy Blume book,
Yeah, but
right?
he likes action shows, and I'm just like, no, you have to watch this.
Okay.
So now I'm like judging him, like, do you even like me? Because why don't you want to?
I went through this literally this weekend. Everyone who knows me knows I'm a humongous Superman fan.
Okay.
My wife has never seen a single one of the Christopher Reeve Superman movies with me. She has never seen the Man of Steel Superman movies with Henry Cavill. The only one she's seen is the Brandon Routh of all movies, that like a one and done that came out back in 2006. So I put on the newest one. My family was in town and I was sitting in front of her and she was watching over my shoulder and I was watching the whole time, like turning around and looking at her face to see if she liked it. And I think she was getting so annoyed with me that we had to switch positions so that I could like look at the back of her head. Anyway, I'm getting off.
Funny.
Allison, have you ever experienced this sort of thing where it's a friendship test, you want your friend to like the movie, music, or book that you like so much that it stresses you out?
You know what? Not that, but I literally had a similar situation recently, even yesterday, where I had to cut a friend off because they can't act normal. How about that? They lack sensitivity. That's what I cut. They fail those kind of friendship tests with me and they just get cut off. So that's what I'm going through right now. But yeah, I can deal with, you don't like my movie, that's fine. Act like you got some sense and see if we can be real good friends. That's what I'm trying to find.
Do not cross Allison.
Not at all.
The message. That is the lesson here. Do not do it. Chad, this idea of a movie or a book or music as a friendship test, have you experienced this? I know your girlfriend hangs out with you pretty frequently. Do you have different tastes and you kind of want to see if she likes the things that you like?
So Laura from YouTube, that's my girlfriend, Laura from YouTube. We have enough common interests to get us by, but she hates all superhero movies. She watched the latest Superman at a drive-in just for the drive-in experience, and she liked it, right? But yeah, it's at this point there's enough in common where we can get by. But she hates John Hughes movies, any superhero movies. So and music
That's
is
Jim,
a little bit
Boo,
different
and Laura
too.
from
But for the most
YouTube.
part, what?
I said that's producer Jim doing the boo for Laura from YouTube, just so
Gotcha.
you know.
Okay. There she is, everybody.
16 candles.
All right, Chad, keep listening for this next one because this next one's right up your alley because we're talking about whether it's ever okay to leave a workout class early. The debate began after one influencer shared that she walked out of a recent class after having a bad experience. She says she was in a class where the instructor didn't talk. She felt uncomfortable. However, she got some backlash in the comments because people said she should have stayed throughout the entirety and it was rude to leave in the middle. Now, the Take It Two team talked about this today and they were a little split. Take a listen.
It's rude to leave in the middle of a class.
What?
It is. I hate to say it, but it can really impact the environment of the entire class. And if you're taking a group class, you have to take into consideration of how other people feel, their feelings, what you're bringing to the environment. For example, don't come with too much perfume. I be having to tell my clients, 1 spray is enough. 4 sprays, now I got a headache while I'm trying to train you and the workout about to get harder. So like you have to be conscious of the people in the group class. That's what a group class is. If you don't like having to care and have manners and etiquette, be solo.
I mean, I think that I agree with you. There's certainly like etiquette rules that you should abide by, and that one, I don't even wear perfume on a daily basis. I'm around so many people, but I don't want to offend someone, and it offends me when you're like, especially on a plane, for example, someone like, so that I get. But the group class thing, you know, I talk with my money, and if it's bad, it's bad, and I gotta go. And time is money, and I don't want to be here. I've left, for example, a hot yoga class before, and it wasn't so much that the class was bad. I was about to pass out.
Yeah.
So it was time for me to get up and not pass out and cause a scene. And instead of staying for 90 minutes, I was there for 60, and I felt like, okay, I got my money's worth, I thought.
Yeah.
She got her money's worth, so leaving in the middle of the class. Charlotte, do you like this or not?
I'm torn.
The Diva Chef, now the Diva Chef, you saw those arms. You don't want to mess with her. If she is my workout instructor.
Hearing her point, I'm just like, I get it, I understand, but if I'm not enjoying something, I should be free to leave.
Exactly.
I understand it might like distract the other people in the room.
Get over it.
It's just a few seconds. I'm out the door. Boom.
Get over
Yo,
it. Exactly.
keep it
Listen,
moving.
I've been going to church for years and watching people to get up and leave right after
Which is
communion,
true.
and I had to wait until the last possible second. Okay, so like we adapt. Okay, we get over
we survive.
it. Chad, you're our workout expert. You're our group fitness leader.
Yes, I teach 18 fitness classes a week, as that's what I do for a living. And when somebody comes up to me at the beginning of class, they'll say, Chad, I just want you to know I have to leave about 10 minutes early to go to do A, B, or C. And I make a big deal about it. I'm like, thank you for telling me, because we have very fragile egos. We're very sensitive. So if you get up out of the middle of the class, I think I said something wrong. I said something to offend you, because I talk a lot. I don't know if you know that. But yes, I think you should let the instructor know. And if something happened to me today before I got online. Some guy left class and didn't tell me. I thought I said something wrong.
Oh.
I think that's a great. I think that's a great idea. But I can understand the sort of situation the woman was in, where she was not enjoying the experience. And I go back to what the actress Kim Cattrall said in an interview one time, which is, I don't want to be doing anything where I'm not enjoying myself ever. And I think that's wise words to live by. If you have paid money for this class and you are not enjoying it, then you have the right to get up and walk out. And speaking of walking out, Charlotte, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm glad she didn't walk out on us. Everyone in the Zoom room, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back here, same time, same place tomorrow night. And we're probably going to talk a little football since the season starts tomorrow and the Birds are playing. For producer Jim,
Ravens.
I'm producer Chris, producer Charlotte. There's enough to go. Never too many producers in the room. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.